What's up, bro? Nfomurk, back at it. Hey, listen, right? I know y'all heard the NFAC boy, the dude from the national. I don't know. I put it up there. The black dude that was running around with the guns and pulling up at areas and shit, trying to hold us down. Well, he just got locked up not too long ago. I think like 2 days ago, maybe on federal charges for pointing a gun at an officer and so forth. Now, I ain't even gonna hold you. That style of freeing us ain't really gonna cut it. Got some ginger tea popping. I don't know shit. But yeah, that's too dangerous, too reckless. You know what I mean? I don't know if we understand what power is and how power feels when it's being threatened and how they will react to it. I don't know if y'all understand how the Matrix work, where information that they ask and need will be now used against you. So if they know where you're gonna be at, they know what type of time you're coming on. Like if you gonna come up there one day with a gun, one time you should pop up with a suit and tie and no strap, like just so they won't ever think you always coming up there with guns and all that. But you know, I don't know. It all makes sense in hindsight, right? But now they always tell you he looking at 20 years in jail. He might gotta do a dub and all that, right? The footage don't even look like they don't got, man. They saying that some cops was on the roof and he had the gun pointed upwards, like he was pointing at the gun at the police. Well, you know, these is feds and they're gonna control the narrative. That's how the supremacy work. All right. So I had took some notes on some thoughts that came to mind when I first heard the case. Hold on. Black people cannot be saved, not until we obtain knowledge of self. That will give you a self-worth, making it harder for you to be tricked, because our ignorance is our devil. He was too loud. This is supposed to be the intro. I'm sorry. All right. He was too loud. He was too open. We need no leader, but a unified consciousness, because our numbers is our weapon. Till they find a way to neutralize that. But as for now, with so many low-hanging fruit that do not listen to their inner self, much less someone outside of them, until picked off the tree of poverty, then they say some more buzzwords, which becomes a punchline to the power establishment, right? So those buzzwords, you might hear somebody beginning, before anything happened, like Trayvon was going on, when Trayvon Martin case was public, being a big deal, when it was going viral. People was like, I don't know, man, but I know I don't really feel no way about it, maybe because it's not my son and it's way over there, and this, that, and the third. And I was like, damn, how can we be so removed that our imagination won't let us know that could be your son, your daughter, your whoever, and then the fact that it's just not right. It's just not right. So we should stand up on that, if anything else. So we're going to hear these buzzwords like Black Lives Matter, protect all women, we got rights, vote, all this stuff that to the power establishment is nothing but a joke. When you hear that, you got power, and you hear the people who don't have power come up with chants, I can't breathe, this and that, or whatever. It's a ha-ha, he. So what was he doing for us? What was the NFAC leader doing for us, right? And what can we do for him, right? So when he was inspiring us. He was giving us hope. He was giving us that, and he also was giving it to them. So if he was inspiring us, he was scaring them. You cannot do this on their network. You cannot do this on their nothing. You have to do this on our own network, on our own independent something. With black people constantly being looked at, constantly being vilified, constantly being criminalized from our own existence, and it's very hard for us to ever form a unified, organized way to become free. especially if we're going to be using any means of which they do it. So what do I recommend? I recommend that you learn yourself, and instantaneously you will learn others. Put a high value on yourself, and you won't put yourself in trashy environments around trashy people doing trashy things, so that when the regulators come up, they got an easy excuse to catch you and hold you and mistreat you because you are low-hanging fruit. Intelligent people tend to do intelligent things. So we as a whole cannot keep letting our kids run the house, can't let our women be exposed to harsh environments that do not yield anything beneficial to us. Then our women have to be able to listen, or so that way our children have the way to listen, and that way we will minimize some of these casualties. Not saying that we're going to alleviate them, we're just going to minimize some of them. Some of these deaths have been brought upon ourselves from years and years of systematic mistreating and mental rape and so forth that comes with just being a slave, right? So with that said, man, I thought it was going to be a little more than that, but I got a little bit of running around to do, so holla at y'all on the flip side. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think about what I'm saying. Maybe I should go in a little bit further and elaborate on some of these topics or whatever. I know that me saying that black people need no leader. Let me know how you feel about that. That was designed to see if I could ruffle some feathers, but holla at me.